Coach, what is it about this Albany series that's been so fun to have going here for the last, I guess it's 12, 13 years now?
Well, I think it's a style that the teams like to play. They play a little bit more open, especially Albany, two-way middies. Like to run up and down the field and create offense and do things that other teams don't do.
What do you take out of the playoff game you had last year? Because things do tighten up in the playoffs. That maybe applies today because it is their first game since then.
Well, I think they're a good team. They return a lot of their players, and they did lose their goalie and a defenseman or two. But offensively, I'm sure they're going to be fun to watch again. And again, I think it's a style, and we're fortunate that we have the Ensley Center, so we've been inside on a full field a lot. And I think that was probably the difference between the two games last year. We caught them early before they had a lot of time to get going, and then they were believing in themselves at the end of the year, and it made for a great playoff game.
Connor Fields has been very dangerous the last couple of years. How do you plan to try to slow him down?
Yeah, he's very good, and listening to some of Coach Maher's comments that he wants the ball in his stick quite a bit. I think their face-off guy is much improved, so it's going to help they're going to have a new face-off guy, and I think he's pretty good, and that could give them the ball more often, which means it's going to be in field stick. He's hard to cover. He's got a great left-handed shot. He sees the field really well. They do a lot of picking for him to shake him free, so it's going to be a tough matchup.
Any update on Nick Mellon?
I think Nick's going to be done for the season. Yes, he's going to have a procedure done, and he had an injury that we possibly could have limped through, but I don't think it was worth taking a chance, so he's going to be done for the season.
Is that the shoulder, or is that something different?
I don't think I'm allowed to talk about his injury.
So with Mellon now, one of the guys on defense now is Scott Furman, who's moving from midfield to defense. How has he done so far this season?
He's done very well. He's one of the captains this year, so that tells you what the guys think of him. And he's played both positions in high school, so it's been a pretty easy transition. He's a good leader, and he's played in that position very well for us right now.
Tyson Bomberry had only 4 appearances last year and is now one of the starters on the defensive line. What have you kind of seen from him as far as improvement-wise over the offseason?
Extremely intelligent lacrosse player. He's played a lot of box lacrosse like his cousin, so he's got great stick work. He's a good defender, steals a lot of passes out of the air, and if he gets the ball to go in the other way, he can score goals as a defender.
Any more questions for Coach?
John, Nate Solomon had a pretty solid day Saturday. It seemed like mostly transition. He kind of thrived. What did he do well then, and what does he need to do against a better defense Saturday?
Well, we need guys to create, and he got a goal or two off of dodging last week, which was good to see. He, may be drawing the third defender at times, so he's got to take advantage of that and take their third defender to the goal. And he's been running the offense better, so it's nice that he just seems to keep improving. The more longer we have him, the better he's been getting.
How's Nick Weston doing?
He's not ready to play yet. No.
Coach, Brian Simmons obviously has a family legacy here.
Yeah.
I think he's been doing to make his own name.
I'll tell you, he had his. We thought he had his best day in our scrimmage against Harvard, and then I think he played well in the game last week. So I think he's playing the best ball that we've seen him in an orange jersey so far, and he's got some years under his belt now, so he's starting to lead that second midfield. He's been running the offense real well, and he's a pretty good player overall. He can play defense. He can come and help us clear the ball. He's a smart lacrosse player.